Welcome to the Wired Address Overview video. This is best experienced in full screen mode. Wired addresses are the next generation web addresses, and they place a new dynamic web addressing layer directly on top of the aging domain name system. While a domain name address simply points to a single website, the wired address hyperwires all of your web presences together so that they can be easily found by friends, family, fans, and followers. For example, if we place the wrapper supersayings.com, we will get his single website. If we change this to supersaying with two greater than signs to tell the browser this is a wired address, and then either press enter or hit the wired address button, we will get all of his web presences from across the web. Basically, wired addresses are .coms on steroids. If we click a Web 1.0 or 2.0 entry, it launches that web presence in your default web browser. In this case, Supersaying's Facebook page, his Twitter page, his Instagram page. We can launch Web 3.0 content.
I told my girl I don't do R&B, and now she got.
In addition, wire addresses can be displayed within other wire addresses. Now let's take a look at web presence proliferation. What we call a single individual or business continually adding new web presences is web presence proliferation problem. Initially, these web presences were primarily social networks such as Facebook and Twitter. However, the newest web presences are media content sites such as Pinterest and Instagram. This web presence proliferation makes it harder for an individual's friends, fans, and followers to easily locate and experience all of an individual or business's web content. Wire addresses' dynamic web addressing layer solves this problem. Wire addresses further hyperwire the web by being embedded in all Web 3.0 content addresses. As you can see here, a wire address is the first part of the address. Let's see how this works. We'll copy this, paste it into the browser.
I told my girl I don't do.
Now, right up here is the wire address button. If we click that, it now has launched the wire address. While wire addresses can be displayed within your own Web 3.0 browser, the wire address system, like the domain name system, is open and free to all developers so that wire addresses can be used within their apps and websites. Here's an example of a landing page mashup website. This is not the Web 3.0 browser, but a traditional web browser. The wire address has been loaded and displayed so that the user can launch web presences. In addition, the web developer can parse and analyze the wire address data, looking for the social extras labeled My Avatar and My Background. He then displays these images within the mashup. It is important to note that the developer can also parse the wire address looking for social IDs so that they can display associated content in the mashup. For example, Supersaying's Facebook ID can be used to show his most current Facebook postings within the web page. Wire addresses allow mashups to be taken to a whole new level. A fast note for businesses that have multiple brand names that they need to protect. Wire addresses for one brand can be forwarded to a main wire address. For example, if we enter the wire address Britney Spears, it has one entry for a redirect. That's to Britney. This is her main wire address. If you would like a wire address, please get one as soon as possible while your perfect name still exists. You can do so by going to our website, clicking wire address, clicking the register wire address. If you do not already have an account, click new account. confirm your account with your email, go back to order, read the agreement, the PDF, click that you have done so, enter your desired wire address, check that it's available. It is available. Enter your email address and go through the purchasing process. Next, go to the editor, enter your wire address. Now you can go ahead and change the labels and the addresses that they point to. You can create a folder by going on to an entry and clicking Add. Now you have an entry underneath the folder. Next, you want to save the file. Last thing is you want to browse and upload that file. Enter your email address, your password, and then hit the browse button, find your file, and click Upload. Now it's been uploaded to the system. At a later date, when you want to use the editor again, go to More, My Wire Address, and click Editor. Thanks for watching the wired address overview video, and have fun hyperwiring your web presences with your new wire address.